You could talk to somebody and suggest them. You're using your mental capacity to influence them, correct? So I believe it's the same way. I mean, everything is vibration, I guess. You know, your heart emits a specific waves. And when these waves emit, it could affect anything on the external objects, if we want to call it, in a vibrational level, if we see it through a different perspective.
As we continue our studies to understand and learn about the aura, besides the philosophy and esoteric, it is best to discuss from a perspective of today's research and science. We will touch base on the study of Dr. Rosh Paul, bioelectric medicine and the subtle body. This research discusses several pieces of evidence that suggest the existence of an electrical circulatory system in the body that separates from the traditional blood circulatory system. The text explains that Nordenstrom proposed the concept of biologically close electric circuits, or BCES, in the body, which he believed it was related to the ancient idea of qi, or life energy. Nordenstrom research indicate that this electrical system played a crucial role in health, regeneration, and aging, which contributes to the research on human subtle aura. Now, if we follow the trail of this research that lead and carry to understanding of electrical characteristics of acupuncture points, then we can find that the researcher Robert Becker was able to use scientific devices that prove that acupuncture points have distinct electrical characteristics, and that the meridian pathways connecting these points behave like electrical transmission lines. Thanks to these studies, now medical science embrace the study and practice of acupuncture for rejuvenation and health. Eventually, the continuous study led to understanding different electrical properties of tissue, where the text discussed observed differences in the electrical impedance and capacitance properties between healthy and cancerous tissue. And this indicates the body tissue have electrical characteristics that may be a part of underlying electrical circulatory system. Now, we move forward from this research to the research of electromagnetic aura and biofield techniques that was demonstrated through Kirlian photography and gas discharge visualization. And all this has been used to capture the electromagnetic aura or biofield that is surrounding the body, which believed to reflect the underlying electrical activity and energetic states of the organism.
Know that if you use normal strength, normal force, normal muscles, bones, it's impossible. It's not possible.
吸了起来，在什么情况下吸呢？就是我们能够把正常的这个能量练成了一种特别能量之后，就是我们讲的气功。当你有了气功，它就会吸得起来。
For those of us who have practiced this qigong and have achieved the ability to express the energy outside of our bodies, that is the circumstances under which this becomes possible. That being said, inanimate things like paper are much more difficult than living things. It's much easier to do this to a person than it is to do it to the paper.
普通力气是吸不起来的。比如说，我现在用我最普通的力，我用最大的力来吸下给你们看看。
Right now, to demonstrate the inability of normal force to do this, I'm going to use all my muscular power and everything that I can, and no chi, and show you that it's still not possible.
也就是说，不用气功的情况下，试一下。
This is a demonstration. I'm showing what happens when I use my greatest force, but no chi.
看，
Watch closely.
这就是我们的正常的力气是没办法吸得起来。
This is normal human force. Okay, it's simply not possible.
现在呢，我用意念把丹田的气起上来。 之后再写给大家看。
Now I'm going to use my ini, and ini means intent. I'm going to use my intent to bring the qi up from the dantian, where it's stored, out to the laohong, which is the acupuncture point in the palm of the hand, and to try again. Qigong is not magic. Every human being has the potential inside them to develop this kind of force. Triple is not born in this way. It's just a matter of long, hard training. And he does this, even though it's quite tiring for him, to show you what it's possible to do. One of the many things it's possible to do with this force, with this energy.
In essence, these texts, the book presents various lines of evidence, from Northern Storm's theoretical model to empirical observation of electrical properties of tissue and meridians that suggest the existence of an intricate electrical communication network in the body, beyond just the blood circulatory system. And this aligns with the ancient concept of life energy, or qi, that flows through the body. Just as we observe a pendulum swinging, or someone singing, shattering a glass, can illustrate the power of resonance. It explains that a power of force, if applied at the right frequency, it can amplify the response, much like pushing a swing at the right time. The text also talks about the research of William Tiller, who demonstrated the human intentionality that can influence the pH of water and activity of enzymes. Now, this research concluded that the mental intention could interact with influencing the physical matter in subtle ways. And just as a scientific discussion on how Qigong practitioners seems to be able to transmit or transfer their energy or bioelectric energy even at a distance, raise questions that whether the energetic communication can potentially bring more awareness on how to manifest reality or manipulation onto physical objects, or reality can be created in subtle levels. Many scientists agrees to this phenomenon, but there are many other skeptic scientists who does not agree to this. Bring your own conclusions. Evidence is there, information is there. You must put one and one together and understand this. Where now we're understanding and accepting the fact that we live in an electrical universe. As we move forward, hopefully we are able to unlock more secrets of the universe as we progress our understanding through science, through philosophy, and techniques that has been given in our time. Until next time, Pakman was here. Unconditional love.